Using formulas. What kind of meals do math teachers eat? Square meals. Today's lesson is using formulas. Our Indiana Academic Standard is 8.5.4. A formula is an equation that shows a relationship between quantities that are represented by variables. All of our geometry formulas are exactly that. They're equations that we use and they show a relationship. We're also going to be talking about a distance formula today, and we're also going to use a formula involving crickets and the temperature. Perimeter is the distance around a figure. To find the perimeter of a rectangle, perimeter equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Another formula we're going to use today is D equals RT. D is distance, R is rate, that would be your speed, and T is time. Scientists have figured out a formula to figure out the temperature outside depending on how many times a particular cricket chirps. The degrees in Fahrenheit is the number of times a cricket chirps divided by 4 plus 37. There's also a formula for Fahrenheit and Celsius. You can find the temperature in Fahrenheit if you know the Celsius by taking 1.8 times Celsius and adding 32 degrees. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down these notes. Let's take a look at example 1, using the rate formula. Suppose you ride your bike 18 miles in 3 hours. Use the formula D equals RT to find your average speed. D is going to equal the distance you travel, R is your rate or speed, which we're trying to find out, and T is your time. So we substitute 18 for D, and we substitute 3 for time. So we end up with 18 equals 3R. We have to divide both sides by 3 so that we can get the rate by itself, the R by itself. So 6 is your rate. So that means your average speed is 6 miles per hour. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down these notes. Don't forget, you have to have a question written that we can discuss in class tomorrow. Try the quick check on your own. Always start by writing down the formula. Every time we use a formula, we will always write the formula down, substitute in the numbers, and then solve for what we don't know. So begin each of these problems with your distance formula, D equals RT. Pause the video at this time, work out both of these problems, and then start the video again to check it. For problem 1a, begin with the formula D equals RT. Substitute in 273 for D, and substitute in 9.75 for T. We're solving for R, so we're going to divide both sides by 9.75. The 9.75s on the right cancel each other out. 273 divided by 9.75 is 28. So the rate or speed in this case is 28 miles per hour. Anytime we do any kind of problem where there could be a label on your final answer, be sure to put a label on there. So in this particular example, our rate should have a label of miles per hour. For our second example, our distance is 540.75 inches and our rate is 10.5 inches per year. We're trying to figure out how many years it takes, so we're finding the time. So we substitute in 540.75 for the distance, we substitute in 10.5 for the rate, and we're trying to solve for T. The first thing we're going to do is divide both sides by 10.5. 540.75 divided by 10.5 is 51.5. The 10.5s on the right cancel each other out. So you're left with 51.5 equals T. We need to have a label since we're talking about inches per year. In this particular case, time would equal 51.5 years. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down these notes. Don't forget, you have to have a question written that we can discuss in class tomorrow. For example number 2, we're substituting into a formula again. We're going to use the formula Fahrenheit equals N over 4 plus 37, where N is the number of times a cricket chirps in 1 minute and F is the temperature in degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to estimate the temperature when a cricket chirps 76 times in a minute. Now just because it says estimate doesn't mean we're going to do any rounding. We're just estimating because we're using this particular formula. So we substitute in the numbers we know. We start by writing the formula F equals n over 4 plus 37. The one thing we know is the number of chirps. It's 76. So we have F equals 76 over 4 plus 37. Now we're ready to divide. We need to take 76 and divide it by 4. That equals 19. 19 plus 37 is 56. So the temperature is 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down these notes. Now we're going to look at a finding perimeter problem. Find the perimeter of a rectangular tabletop with a length of 14.5 inches and a width of 8.5 inches. Use the formula for perimeter of a rectangle. P equals 2L plus 2W. We start by writing down the formula. Then we replace the length with 14.5 inches and the width with 8.5 inches. So we have P equals 2 times 14.5 plus 2 times 8.5. Go ahead and do the multiplication of 2 times 14.5 and 2 times 8.5. 14.5 times 2 is 29. 2 times 8.5 is 17. 29 plus 17 is 46. So the perimeter of the tabletop is 46 inches. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down these notes. Try the quick check problem number 2, parts A, B, and C on your own. Pause the video. Don't forget, you always need to start with the formula every time we use a formula. Write the formula down. Fill in your numbers and find your solution. For number 1A, you have F equals n over 4 plus 37. Substitute in 96, so we have F equals 96 over 4 plus 37. 96 divided by 4 is 24, so F equals 24 plus 37. For final answer of F equals 61 degrees. For part B, we have F equals n over 4 plus 37. Substitute in the 88 for the n. F equals 88 over 4 plus 37. 88 divided by 4 is 22, so we have F equals 22 plus 37. So F equals 59 degrees Fahrenheit. For letter C, F equals n over 4 plus 37. We substitute in 66. F equals 66 divided by 4 plus 37. So F equals 16.5 plus 37. That is F equals 53.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down these notes. Don't forget, you have to have a question written that we can discuss in class tomorrow. For the last two problems, we're finding the perimeter of each rectangle. Start with our formula of P equals 2L plus 2W. Go ahead and try both of these problems. Pause the video at this time, work them out, and when you're finished, turn the video back on to check your work. For 3A, we start with our formula of perimeter equals 2L plus 2W. We substitute in 27.3 for the length and 16.8 for the width. So then we multiply 2 times the length, 2 times the width. We end up with perimeter equals 54.6 plus 33.6. When we add those two together, we get a final perimeter of 88.2 centimeters. For 3B, we start with our formula again. We substitute in the length and the width. We do our multiplication, so we end up with 34.8 plus 17.2. When we add those two together, the perimeter equals 52 inches. Pause the video at this time if you need more time to copy down these notes. Don't forget, you have to have a question written that we can discuss in class tomorrow.